Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel, Gabby on Paper. Today's video is going to be a brand new one that I haven't done before. It's going to be a monthly reset. I think I'm going to start incorporating these into my YouTube posting schedule every month. And I'm thinking it'll be like the first day of the month. So this should go up on August 1st. So basically in the video, I am going to go over the goals I set for July, set new goals for August, and just kind of reflect on the month. I'll go over some of my highs and some of my lows. So this is my first time doing it, so just bear with me as I try to figure out what I want this video to look like each month, and maybe that will, be changing as I figure it out. But I think today's video is a good start. So let's go ahead and get started. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is just go over my goals for July, see how I did. I'll zoom in a little bit because I know I don't write super big. Yeah. So first, my initial goal was to work out 4 times per week, and I did not get this. So I will just do an X over here. You know what? Give me one sec. Finished 6 books. I did do this, and I'm actually not reading these books, I'm listening to them. I get audiobooks from the library. I just find, one, I actually get through the books, and I have, since last year, I have completely fallen in love with audiobooks. It just has changed my life. It's literally all I listen to. I don't even listen to music anymore unless my boyfriend puts something on. And I've stopped listening to podcasts. I just find so much joy in these books. Mostly thriller type books. The reason I prefer audiobooks over actual reading physical books is because literally I'll just listen to it all day. I wake up, do my exercise, and as I'm getting food together, brushing my teeth, getting dressed, I'll just be listening to a book, and then can continue to do so on my way to work, on my breaks there, and then during work sometimes I'll listen if it's something that I don't have to fully focus on. I will just have my audiobook on and be doing the stuff. Obviously, if I'm doing work that is more complicated or just requires more attention, then I don't listen to it. So, and then, obviously on the way back from home from work, I listen to it on the train, while I'm cleaning, all the things. I love audiobooks. I'm going through them like crazy, and I would never be able to read this much. So yeah, so I did finish 6 books. I actually think I know for sure I hit 9, and I'm about halfway done with a 10th, so pretty good. Delete 500 pictures. I actually did not hit this goal. This is an ongoing goal. Every month I hope to hit at least 500 pictures, and it's because my phone just gets so full. It's so full. I have 6,800 pictures and videos right now, and honestly I don't have that much memory left on my phone. I have about 30 gigs, and I'm hoping to keep this phone for about 2 more years. So I try to just constantly be going through and deleting things. So even though I didn't hit the 500, I did delete 418. And this might go up a little bit, but it is Sunday, July 31st. It's 8 in the morning, so I'm filming this very early. So maybe throughout the day I'll go through and delete a couple of things, but it won't go up enough to hit the 500. So that's where we're at. Posting the 2 videos per week, I did hit. I've been so proud of myself for keeping up with my YouTube schedule. Since I started, my very first video was March 30th. I skipped 1. So when I started my YouTube channel, I was in order for me to actually do this, I have to set a routine and post when I say I'm gonna post and do it, because otherwise I'm so easily quit doing what I'm doing if I don't just follow a schedule. So with the exception of 1 week, very early on, it was in April, I've been posting 2 videos per week, and it's working out. So let's hope I can continue that, but I did hit it for July. What I didn't hit though was the post 1 bonus video. I know what I wanted to do, but I just never got around to, like, I filmed it kind of, but I never got around to like editing it and all that, so I didn't post it. So 1 real Instagram post per week, and I didn't do this. I think I've only posted 1 real post per week, and what I mean by real post is not just my YouTube thumbnail, which is what I've been doing, because I'll post it there and link it in my bio, and I do that for every video. So obviously I did post like 8 or 9 times throughout the month, but I'm hoping to post real things, like real life things, not just those YouTube thumbnails. And I didn't do this. I had every intention of doing it, and July just got, I don't know what happened, but it was so crazy. The first half of the month was just crazy busy, and then the second half was really rough, and I'll go into that a little later. So the first thing to go was Instagram, and honestly, I was barely on my Instagram looking at people's, I mean, I did do it, my Instagram, looking at people's stories or whatever. That's the way how I unwind, is by just scrolling Instagram, but not a ton, because I had every intention of doing it and just being more present there and stuff. Going to the lake 2 times, I did do. We actually went 3 times, and we're gonna go today. I'm filming this really early so we can go get our groceries done, and then we can head to the lake. So I'm so happy we went. I always struggle going to the lake because it's not my boyfriend's favorite thing to do in the world, because we just kind of go lay out. We don't have like activities like a wave runner or anything, or a boat. But he's been so nice to join me and not really complain about it, and I don't want to force him to go twice a weekend, which I would do, but I think going 4 times in 1 month is really good. Yeah, we've looked into like renting wave runners, but the beach near us is a very like popular beach, and that's just the closest one that we could either walk to or take the bus to. And wave runners are crazy. They're like $125 per like 30 minutes. It is ridiculous. And back in Utah, we used to go to this lake up north between Idaho and Utah, Bear Lake, and you could rent a wave runner. Like if you rented it from the people that had their business like in the water pretty much, and they were just sitting there ready for you to just drive out, it would be like $400 for like 8 hours. My goal is to reach 350 YouTube subscribers, and I did hit this. I actually got to 387 as of my recording right now, which again is 8 a.m. on the 31st. And I actually, like, early in the month, it was looking like I would just blow this number completely out of the water, like over 400. But then I don't know what happened. I posted 1 video, and I don't know if it was the video, people didn't like what I said or what, but all of a sudden I just, stopped getting followers, and then I started losing subscribers, and then now it's regulated, and I am gaining some each day, but very minimal, 1 or 2. So I'm not gonna go for like a crazy number in August, but I was excited to at least be able to hit this number. It's nice to see this growing, and because I have some plans for the channel, and I'm waiting to hit a milestone to buy something. But yeah, so now we're just gonna go into August goals. So I'm gonna take a second to write them out. let's just quickly go over these. So this month I'm looking to delete 1,000 pictures and videos from my cell phone. I just take so many screenshots of everything. So I want to make sure any books, like screenshots of books I want to read, I want to make sure I put them into my spreadsheet so I can keep track of them. Just delete any screenshots. Videos I want to watch, I want to actually watch them and delete the screenshots. So there's plenty of room for me to delete 1,000 pictures. So that is my goal for this month. This month I want to finish 9 books. Something I actually forgot to mention with my July goals, I wanted to kind of mention one of my favorite books were to read this month, and technically there were 4. So first is The Perfect Marriage. It was so good. The ending, I was like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. I was thinking the book was going to end in a different way, and it didn't, and I really like that when it completely throws me off and I'm like, what? So the second set was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I listened to the first one and I enjoyed it enough to listen to all 3 of them in the trilogy. So obviously when there's a series and I actually finish all the books, it's a plus. So the next goal is to go to the lake 3 times with summer winding down. Well, I guess starting to wind down, and I'm not sure what September is gonna look like. I want to make sure we take advantage of going to the lake at least 3 times. We wanna go on a weekend getaway, so I hope to be able to do that this month. I also want to film, edit, and post a vlog. It's not going to turn into a vlogging channel or anything. It'll be more like what I spend, like what I spend in a day or what I spend in a week or what I spend on a weekend getaway or whatever. I also want to design one budgeting insert. I use a lot of inserts for my budgeting and I do like them, but none of them fit exactly what I need. So I want to see if I can design one that will fit my needs exactly. No extra like boxes to fill in or anything, just exactly what I need and want. I'm hoping to finally cancel my sticker subscription. It is ridiculous. I thought I was gonna have this for 1 month, then I was like, okay, fine, I'll do 2. And now it's been almost all year that I've had this Pipsticks sticker subscription, and I'm hoping to cancel it because it is $18 a month. And I don't have a ton of like leeway in my monthly bills to cut things out. I do have subscriptions, but because I split things with my boyfriend and my sister, the amount that I spend on subscriptions really is minimal. Like almost half of it is my sticker subscription that's just my own. So that's one way I can cut costs. And honestly, I have so many stickers, I don't do anything with them. I just like having them, I guess. So I'm hoping to cancel my sticker subscription. Next on my list is to go on a solo date or adventure or whatever. I just want to take myself out and just have, some alone time out in the world, go to lunch somewhere that my boyfriend doesn't love, probably Italy, because I love it. He doesn't care for it. It's not his favorite way to spend money, and I'm not gonna force him to spend $30 on a meal there. Maybe go see a movie. I'm thinking maybe that Mac and Rita movie I mentioned. And I am looking to buy some new shoes. Maybe I'll buy some shoes that day and just make it a whole, a Gabby day. One of my intentions for the rest of the year was to go to new restaurants every week, because I mentioned that, I like to, if I'm gonna spend money on something, I wanna know I'm gonna like it. So I don't like to, it's not that I don't like it, I just don't mind going to the same restaurants over and over. We have like 8 restaurants and I'll just hit those up. I wouldn't mind that. But we are trying, being in a new city, to try new restaurants. So this month I'm hoping to try 4 new restaurants. This month I'm also hoping to book our hotel for November. We are looking to go on a beach trip, so we want to finalize the location and get that hotel booked, and yeah. And then finally, I want to reach 450 subscribers. This is just a hint more than 2 subscribers per day. I think 2 subscribers per day would bring me up to 447. So I rounded it up to 450. And honestly, with the way my subscribers are going, I don't know if that's possible. So it might be a little bit of a stretch, but I'm throwing it out there and hoping for the best. And yeah, that is it for August goals. So let me zoom out a little. Okay, in the next part of the video, I'm just gonna go over just a couple of fun things that I wanted to touch on. First, I want to go over my favorite purchase of the month, and July has surprisingly, I've just been struggling to stay on budget, and I was still like buying things like crazy until July. I don't know what happened this month. Something clicked. I no longer felt this need to buy all the things all the time, and I only bought 3 things. So I bought some like Crayola like thin tip markers from Target. Those were like $1, so we're not really gonna count that one. So that's one of the items. The second item is the magnetic phone mount that I'm using on my lamp to film this, and it just makes it so much easier than having to squeeze my phone in and out of that little like thing that like grabs your phone like this. So that was a fun purchase and just makes things a little easier. But my real favorite purchase was this. We went to a Cubs game, and I bought this little bucket hat, which I'm so excited to wear for like the beach, and if we go to more Cubs games or whatever, I'm gonna wear this today. But I was really excited. I bought it from one of those like street vendors right off the train, and I don't love to buy like stuff like that. I prefer to just go to for example, the Cubs store directly at the stadium and just buy it there. But I really liked like the feel of this and how simple and cute it was. And it was only $25, and the guy was like, they're like $50 inside, and I was like, okay, yeah, right. And anyways, we get into the store after I bought this, because I couldn't pass it up, and sure enough, they were like $40 for the cheap ones. The other ones were at $50, whatever, but they were not cute. So I'm really glad I got this, and this is my favorite purchase. Okay, so next thing is kind of like a win, my biggest win of the month. And for me, that was actually the fact that I did not buy anything at all from the Nordstrom anniversary sale or Amazon's Prime Day sale. Literally nothing. I only bought one thing on Amazon. It wasn't during that period, and it was, my boyfriend and I split it. It was gum, so we could have gum. So I am like, that is the biggest thing, because in the past, Amazon, like the Prime Day sale, I've bought things and it's never been a big problem for me, but the Nordstrom anniversary sale has always been a giant problem, like for years. In the past, we've like been in Vegas a few times during the Nordstrom anniversary sale, and just being on a trip and being in Vegas and feeling spendy, I've literally spent $1,000, $1,200, $1,300 during this Nordstrom anniversary sale. And this month I bought nothing, literally nothing, and I'm so happy. Just like the last part of this video that I wanted to do is just like a quick reflection on the month of July. And I'm gonna bring out my planner for this. Okay, so this is obviously July. It was a rough month. I don't know what else to say other than that. Well, I do know what else to say. It doesn't look like it here, but it just felt like the first half of the month, up until about the 16th, 17th, it was just so busy. I don't know, I just felt busy, and I was like tired, and my job, I don't know, it was just very like a busy time, I guess. And then the second half of the month down here, it was a rough rough. So like July as a whole was not great because I was so busy, and then the second half of the month was rough. Like we had some personal things going on, and it just really took it all out of me. Like it was the hardest periods this year for sure, I think. And I think we've moved past it. I think we're at a point where things are starting to get back to normal, and I think August will be a lot better. And I don't know, the craziness of the month made me, one, stop responding to YouTube comments. I was trying to get in like once a week or so to do like to respond to a bunch, but I got overwhelmed with life and things, and I stopped responding. And my goal for the first week of August is to respond to all of my YouTube comments because I so appreciate every single one. And then maybe I should have added this in my goals list. I just have like a goal to like every day or every 2 days to make sure and respond to any comments I get during that time, because I really, really do appreciate it. I know it helps with growing my channel. I just haven't been good at responding because life got the best of me. But things are looking a little better now, so hopefully August will be good. And then with how crazy July was, I'm actually really, really surprised that I didn't just blow my budget out of the water. That is the first thing to do that happens when things get crazy. When things get crazy, I want to feel good and I want to feel in control and whatever, and I just buy online all the things, all the time, every day, like 8 packages, always. And something about the first half of the month going so well for me, like financially, I didn't want to ruin the second half along with everything else I had going on. So I'm really proud of that. I am really proud that I didn't let that affect me. I did let it affect my exercise because up until the 15th, I was doing well with exercises, keeping up with my goal. And then I was planning on taking these days off because we had a visitor, and then these 2 weeks is when it all just, whoa. Even though it was like a rough half of the month personally, like my budget pretty much, it's pretty good. I'm gonna do the numbers later today and figure out where I'm at like for the month. And then I did step back from my working out, and it's something I'm trying to avoid. Like, just because something bad or not so great is going on in my life, I don't need to let it completely derail me with my other goals. But yeah, so overall July was not the absolute best month like I was hoping, because who doesn't love a summer month? But now that things are starting to calm down, feeling good again, I'm thinking August is gonna be my month. My plan is to stay on budget and then just do good and be good. Although, let me tell you, work has not been, I am unsure about work, let me tell you that. It's like I said a bunch of times now, these 2 weeks were rough, like personally, and then the job I have just made it worse. So I think that's what really, like, if only one thing was going on, I would have been able to, like, you know, deal and cope or whatever, but just my job on top of it, I'm not happy with how things are going, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, now I'm just rambling. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye.